Hey there, Uzzies, and welcome to Ooze Town. This is Schmar10, aka Vegan Dad, and I've got two things for you today. The first, you may be wondering how important it is to choose your guru with 75% kickbacks. So here's our Ooze calculator. Again, if it does not prompt you to make a copy, go into File and hit Make Copy. You don't need permissions to use the calculator, you just need to make a copy of it. So if it doesn't prompt you already, go ahead and make a copy. So I've made my copy already. Here's my copy. I added a tab here for some calculations just to talk about the kickbacks and how they affect your deposit and your future transactions on your NFT. So let's say you deposited 1,000 OOZE, which would be 900 after your 10% deposit tax. If you join a guru that gives 25% kickback amount, you're going to get 11.25 of those back. So your initial balance is going to be 911.25. Now, let's say you pick a guru with 50% kickback. Now your total balance is going to be 922.5. And here's why we pick a guru with 75% kickbacks, because that 1,000 you deposited, which would normally be 900, is now going to be 933.75. Okay, so this is where you're gonna see that max kickback initially when you deposit your OOZE into your NFT. So choose your guru wisely. Remember, once you join a guru's monastery, they can't change the kickback on you, so you won't have to worry about that. Okay. So now, let's take a look at what we can do with $500. I know the price of OOZE is about $3.30 now, so let's update that. Alright, so with $500, you can purchase about 151 OOZE. So let's take a look in our kickback table here. So we're going to say about 152. We could change it to 150. Let's see if everything updates here. There we go. Okay, so if you deposit 150 OOZE, your 10% tax would leave you with 135. And again, you can see the numbers. They're going to go up a little bit each time. When you pick your guru that's got 75% kickbacks, you're going to end up with about 140 OOZE in your balance. Okay, so again, just double check those. So now that you have this in there, what are we going to do? So let's take a look. Let's do the 150 here. Give the spreadsheet a second to update. And let's double click here and pick today's date. Okay. So you can see our 150 deposit is really 140 for our balance after the taxes plus what we get back from our guru for the kickbacks. And if all we do is compound, these ones over here on the left is compound. If all we do is compound until we've reached our max balance, so it's going to be 150 times 8, we can earn about $9,000. Again, this is based on a $3 price of OOZE. I just like to use the $3. I like to underestimate a little bit when I'm doing this. So we would compound all the way until beginning of March, when we would hit our max balance, 8 times our initial deposit, and then we're just going to drain until, so I'll just review some of the stuff about this spreadsheet, because there should be a link in this video so you can get this spreadsheet and start working with it. There we go. So you can see right over here, we've got our lifetime paid out is equal to our max payout, and we're not claiming anything anymore. Okay, so it looks like end of January 2024, if you don't do any more deposits into this. All right, so now let's take a look at two other ways that we can actually maximize our 50K payout. So first way, just about $9,000 based on $3 price of ooze. Let's take a look. Let's fix these numbers in here. Let's make it so it's equal there, 150. Now, let's go back to where we start to drain. So we're going to drain. Let's say we're going to go 6 days, and after we've drained for 6 days, we're just going to put that all back. So we're going to try and get to the end of this as fast as we can. So whatever we drained, it's going to be equal to 9.72. We took out 6, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it back in. And you can see what the spreadsheet did. It added some more ones here because now that we've increased our deposits by just over 58 ooze, now we can top up again. So we're going to top up. We're going to keep topping up. And again, the amount of days that you drain and then redeposit is arbitrary. You could pick. I'm just going to do 6. So we're going to do 6 there, and then it doesn't really matter where we deposit it back in here. So I'm actually just going to copy my formula here. You could do this manually. You could just enter in a random amount. Whatever you want to do, the spreadsheet's going to calculate what you need to do. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go down here about 6. I'm going to paste that in here. So all it's doing is taking one of those 13.499s, multiplying it by 6, and putting it in there. So we're going to drain all of these amounts. Actually, we're draining on that 6th day too. And then we're just going to deposit all of them back. Okay, so we're not taking any profits. And we're going to continue doing this. Doesn't really matter, again, how many we go. I'm just going to paste in my formula again. And you can see how my deposits are going to go up each time here. And we just keep topping up until we reach our max balance again. Come in here, decide how much we want to deposit, which will allow us to keep topping up. And what we're doing is we're trying to see when is this number up here going to hit 1,712.328 in deposits. Because once you hit that number, you're going to be able to compound until you hit 13,698. And then 1% of that for a year is your 50,000 ooze. And again, the calculations I'm going through in this video, they don't account for any increases in XP. Okay, any increases in XP are just going to get you to your end goal faster. Okay, so we just continue doing this. We'll do a bunch. We can compound again for a while. Alright, and then let's just skip to the end here. Alright, so we're going to skip to the end, and I've gotten my deposits up to 1,373, and it looks like I need, just going to go down here to make sure I have enough. Looks like I need about 339 more ooze to get me to the 1712. There we go. So here's my 1712. So once you get up to the 1712, you notice all we're going to do now is top up. Doesn't take too long until we get here. Notice here's my 13. I missed a little bit. Let's make that 339.1. We're going to be a little bit over, but that's okay. Alright, so there we go. There's my 13,698. And again, you see now that I have that, all I'm doing is draining. Once you hit that 13,698, all you do is drain until, so here's my max deposit, or my LTD paid out. Here's my max payout. All I'm doing is looking to see when those are equal. That's when this NFT is going to end. Right over here around October 18th, 2024. Okay, but now instead of that 9,000, we're looking at 100K. Okay, so again, just go through. This is the fastest way to get there, to get to the 50K. You just get to your max deposit, your max balance, and then drain a bunch of days, put it all back in, and repeat the process. Okay, so let's say you want to take some profits along the way though, because that method does not take any profits until you start draining at the very end. So here we go again. We've got just the basic compound top up until you reach your max deposits of 1216. Well, let's change that to 150 again. There we go. Until you get to your max deposits of 1200. So now, if you want to take some profits along the way, you can do this a set way. You could do 8 days of top ups and then 6 days of draining. However you want to do this. So I'm just going to throw in some numbers here. So let's say at day 9 right here, I want to start draining. So I'm going to drain for 6 days. So I put in 6 zeros here. Alright, so I've taken out 7.26 ooze over those 6 days. And let's say I'm going to put back half of that. So now I'm going to go over here. So 7.2. So let's just say I put back 3.5. So I'm going to put in 3.5. You can put in back whatever you want. Alright, so now that I put some back in, I'm going to compound again. So just let's come down wherever we want to go down to. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to start draining again because I want to take some more profits. So 6 more days. And I got about 1.35 a day, so I'm going to put back about half. So we could actually calculate exactly what that is. So it would be equal to one of these times 3, and it's going to put back the 4.072. Alright, so you notice my deposits have gone up. My max deposit has gone up from 1200 to 1260. And I'm taking some profits along the way. Again, just go down, top up as many days as you want. Drain for a few days. So 6 more days of draining. And then I'm just going to put back in. We'll use a little calculation. So equals, pick out one of those values, times 3. So put back in half again. You can put in 4 of the 6, 1 of the 6, 2 of the 6, whatever you want. And then you just keep repeating this process until your deposits get to the 1712. Then you're going to top up again until you hit the 13,698. And once you hit 13,698, you're going to drain the rest of the way. Alright, so this is another method where you're going to take some profits along the way. Again, I'm assuming you're not increasing any of your XP values. If you do, again, it'll get you to the end faster. But that should give you a basic starting point. Have fun playing around with the spreadsheet. Let me know if you have questions. Subscribe to the channel so you can get some updates. Appreciate a like. And we will see you guys next time.